Hello ẹ̀yin tèmi, how una dey? I hope say una dey well. Chelsea fans, let's talk about Chelsea transfer issue right now. In this video, I go discuss about Nicolas Jackson, Safi Simon, Garnacho, Tariq George, Disasi, Chukwuemeka and Asemino. But first of all, let's talk about Nicolas Jackson. The latest reports say Nicolas Jackson and Bayern Munich have reached an agreement, and Bayern Munich and Chelsea are still in discussion to get the deal done before the 1st of September. But right now, Bayern Munich want to take Nicolas Jackson on loan. But Chelsea say no, they want a permanent deal for Nicolas Jackson or a loan and obligation to buy at the end of the season. And right now, because Chelsea have only one international loan spot left for one player, that is why Chelsea want a loan and obligation if Bayern Munich no fit put that money down right now. So now the discussion will be say they go on between Bayern Munich and Chelsea for Nicolas Jackson be that, because the report says Nicolas Jackson and Bayern Munich don't reach an agreement, for Nicolas Jackson to move to Munich. But right now discussion are still going on, but not the agreement never reached between Bayern Munich and Chelsea. And let's see what will happen. Waiting will happen at the end of the day or before this window closes. And let's move on to Tariq George. I think Tariq George to Roma, I think that deal done because report says 20 million euros, approximately 50 million pounds for Tariq George from Chelsea to Roma. And because Chelsea have they have a good deal on top Tariq George, because Chelsea have 40% sell on clause on Tariq George. They put some say in the future, if you want to sell this player, Tariq George to another club, any amount where you sell him, you go take 40% out of that money. When you say you take sell Tariq George to another club, I think that is a fantastic deal for Chelsea to be able to negotiate that with Roma Football Club. So right now, I think between today and tomorrow, we go here we go, or the deal will be done for Tariq George from Chelsea to Roma on a permanent deal. And that is done, let's move on to Disasi. Disasi to Bournemouth are still going on, because Bournemouth and Chelsea are still discussing, because I think 98% Disasi is going to Bournemouth, and Bournemouth really want Disasi as a new signing, as a new defender for their club, and discussion are still going on. I think Disasi is 95 to 98% done from Chelsea to Bournemouth. And let's move on to Fermin Lopez. Fermin Lopez to Chelsea, I think that deal, me personally, I don't understand them, because if Chelsea want to buy Garnacho, Safi Simon, and Lopez, the three, I don't understand how Lopez will come into that discussion. Probably Chelsea they use that Lopez deal, to accelerate Safi Simon deal from Villesby. I don't know, but to buy Garnacho, Safi Simon, and again Fermin Lopez, I don't think that the space will be big enough to occupy the three players. I don't really understand. But right now, Fermin Lopez from Barcelona to Chelsea, I think the report says Chelsea don't discuss with Lopez, entourage, to know about the deal, the condition, the status of the payment, and all that. But right now, Barcelona say if Chelsea want Lopez from Barcelona, they will not take less than 70 million as of yesterday. But right now, the report they come out now say they don't feel leave Lopez to Chelsea and for anything less than 100 million euro. But for me, I don't think the deal will happen. Honestly, the only player Chelsea want right now is Garnacho and Safi Simon for me. But if Lopez comes, Lopez is a good player, very strong, very agile. He can take in short range from outside 18. Now power. So if he come, very good. But for me, I don't think the deal is going to happen, honestly, because the guy say, as at 2 weeks ago, the guy say make everybody calm down. Say they leave Barcelona. Say now Barca in B, so Ingo finish his career for Barca. But I don't know why this news is coming out here and there. I don't really know. So let's move on to Garnacho. Garnacho right now wants Chelsea. He said because the guy has rejected a lot of deals from Saudi, from Germany, from even England, from Tottenham, from Arsenal, but he said he only wants Chelsea. And Chelsea and Manchester United are still discussing. But the stand of Manchester United is £50 million, and Chelsea from 25 million, they raised the amount to 30 million, from 30 million now to 35 million. But I think at the end of the day, the deal might end up in 40 million pounds, because right now I think they are still pushing towards the end of the window. So probably Chelsea is going to pay 40 million. I'm just thinking. So, but I don't think 50 million pounds from Chelsea to Manchester United is possible. So that is that. But I think 99.9% the deal is going to happen for Garnacho to Chelsea. And let's talk about Xavi Simon. Xavi Simon, they still they wait for Chelsea, and he expects Chelsea to close the deal with RB Leipzig for him to be able to move to Stamford Bridge. But right now, as at yesterday night, the report says Tottenham has bid again for Xavi Simon to come to to their club. But the guy say no, he only wants Chelsea. But at the end of the day, this is why I say Fermin Lopez deal is not realistic, because if you leave Xavi Simon, wey say he don dey wait for weeks and can't leave am, can't go sign Lopez. It doesn't speak well. So I think the deal is still on the table, but Chelsea are still saying they need to sell Christopher Nkunku, before Xavi Simon deal can happen. Could happen. And also, I think Aston Villa are still interested for Christopher Nkunku to come to the club. But for me, I don't think Aston Villa is a serious club, because they are still asking Chelsea to lower the price for Christopher Nkunku, either Christopher Nkunku and or Nicolas Jackson. But Chelsea has set out their own price tag on these players, but Aston Villa no one pay. So for me, I think Christopher Nkunku needs to leave Chelsea before they can close the deal, or they can wrap up the deal for Xavi Simon. And about Chukwuemeka and Semino, I think both deal has been done to Borussia Dortmund. And I think for me, I am happy for those guys, especially Semino, because this guy has been at Chelsea just training without giving any chance, And for me, I begin to question, say, why Chelsea buy this guy from that Argentina club to to Chelsea without making any use of this guy. But about last week, Enzo Maresca came out and said the guy needs a loan, because he's a good player, he's a good boy, he needs some minutes, he needs to play. So that is why they are loaning him to to Borussia Dortmund. And I think for both guys, I think I'm happy for them to leave Chelsea and go elsewhere to find minutes to play their football and to showcase what they can offer any club that that put that money on them. So I think that is that for transfer issue for Chelsea. And I think as days they go, as days they go, they come. We go to hear latest news on different players going from this club to that club, coming from this club to this club. A lot of things will happen between now and 4th of September. So let's see what is going to happen on these players I just mentioned on this in this video. So guys, if you are coming across this video, I beg, don't forget to subscribe, like, and click that notification bell to be reminded whenever I drop a new video. So thank you for watching, and see you later.